Greetings, my friends. This video might help you save about $650 in recording your equipment for those of you that are into recording music. And even those who aren't interested in recording music, you might find this interesting just the same. Who knows? Just to see how it's done. So this is regarding MIDI controllers via a guitar. So I have MIDI controllers that are the standard keyboard MIDI controller. I've got another amazing one that's got the 64 keypads. Of course, there's the piano roll on my DAW within my computer that I can use too. But I'm most comfortable with guitar as far as playing and writing, composing when I'm dealing with instruments that I don't play. In other words, MIDI instruments. So I've got thousands of instruments that I have access to through MIDI that I can control through a guitar. So here's how it works. As you know, the guitar is typically an audio signal, not MIDI, but they have options now to turn this into a MIDI controller, a MIDI instrument. So the first one is going to be it's by a company called Fishman, and I just recently discovered this one. It's what's it called? Triple Play. Okay, it's called Triple Play by Fishman if you want to search that out. So what it is, you can see this little guy here, and you can see this little guy here. This pickup that I put right here, that I installed, these are the normal pickups for the guitar that just sends out the audio from here, the 1/4 inch jack. This is called a hex pickup, H-E-X, and that's what you need to convert a regular guitar into a MIDI instrument, or I should say also a MIDI instrument, because I can still do like regular 1/4 inch audio signals. And then this here, the USB, and the USB plugs into the computer, and then the DAW on my computer picks up that signal, and it's this little guy here, this pickup, this hex pickup, all this stuff, that converts the audio into MIDI information so that you can play any MIDI instrument through your guitar, like saxophone or piano. I'm going to do a little demonstration here with the piano, so you can see what it sounds like and compare them. And there is one clear winner here between the two setups that I've got. So I've got this one, but I've also got this one. So this is an actual MIDI guitar. This is a regular guitar with a piece of hardware I installed on it. This one here was actually made to be a MIDI guitar, so I didn't have to install anything. And it still has the hex pickup right there. So regular pickups, hex pickup. And then here's the back of it. You see there's a USB thing, a power button thing. I'm so technical. And then there's the regular. This also, even though it was made for MIDI, it still has a 1/4 inch, so it can do audio signals as well. So a lot of similarities here, except this one was specifically built to be a MIDI instrument. So I figured maybe the tracking, maybe overall it would just be better on this since it was designed for it versus this. I bought like a third-party piece of hardware that had a mount on it to get it to work as a MIDI controller. And I'm very surprised at the results, okay? So let me show you. You hear it, right? It's piano. Cool, right? This is all very new to me. I just love I can do this. And I can swap out, say I want to do saxophone, I can do saxophone. But the tracking is really good. Like I'll do a line here. You can hear that it picks up the accents, right? And there's no latency. I don't really notice much, if any, latency whatsoever. So this works really good. The volume is great. Now, let me show you the MIDI instrument. Here we go. So this, you'll notice, is a lot quieter. The latency is the same, it's very good as the other one. But for some reason, I mean, I'm not a tech-savvy guy, but I went through the literature, and I cannot get this thing to go any louder. All right, so everything between these two is the same except the volume, and that's going to be a problem. I mean, I can only compensate for that so much on the input settings and the sensitivity levels on my DAW. So this one wins out simply for that one reason alone. And the best part is, perhaps the best part, this was about $800. This is by a company called Jamstik, Jamstik. Check them out. And this is supposed to be the top of the line as far as MIDI guitars that were actually built to be MIDI controllers. This here, this one, this was about $150. So 800 minus 150, that's about a $600 savings. So I don't think I need this other one. So if you're looking for a good MIDI controller for your guitar, if you're into this kind of stuff, or if you're not, maybe you know someone, share this video with them. This is clearly better. So I have no use for that other one. And by the way, this hardware I installed that it came with, it took a few minutes to figure out how to set it up and reading the directions and so on. But once I got it, it's like, oh, that's easy. I could take it off and put it back on again in no time, or put it on another guitar. It doesn't damage the guitar, it doesn't scratch it up or anything like that. You're not like bolting screws or anything through it. So it doesn't do any harm to the guitar at all. And it takes maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, under 5 minutes to install it and take it back off again. So that's not too bad, but it's a pretty good deal. 150 bucks for this versus $800 for the other device. This is the winner. This is the clear winner. So I hope you dig it. And if you'd like to check out my music, what I'm producing with my new recording studio, musicalorgasms.com is my website. You can also find Musical Orgasms on Spotify. I just got on Spotify, so that's pretty cool. Well, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching my video. And chime in, comment. Comment if you're going to try one of these things out, or comment with whatever you use for your MIDI controllers. I'm still looking at other MIDI controllers. I love this whole idea of controlling MIDI with these different controllers and different style controllers. I got a couple more I got my eyeball on that I'm also going to try. So far I got the standard keyboard MIDI controller. I got a 64-pad MIDI controller. Now I've got this. Of course, I got the piano roll on my DAW. And there's some other things I'm looking at for MIDI controllers as well. Stuff that actually senses like hand motion as well as breath work for different note articulations. Ooh, that's pretty cool. All right. Bye, everyone.